Hey Guru Nation, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, it's theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Keep your questions coming in, alright? I need questions. Email me, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Text me 949-415-6256. Follow me on every social network. I will get back to everybody, and then if I think it's a good question or if I see that a lot of you guys are asking the same thing, I'll make a video about it. But I'll get back to everybody regardless of what I think about the question, okay? Today's video is some advice I'm giving for research site owners, okay? And it's always have a backup plan in place, okay? Those cliches of burn all the boats so that you can't retreat, like that's nonsense, right? You need to have backup plans. Whether you're a site owner and you're relying too heavily on one PI, you're relying too heavily on one business partner, you're relying too heavily on one coordinator, you're relying too heavily on one type of studies that you're doing, you're relying too heavily on patient participation and where you're getting patient referrals from, whatever it may be, you need backup plans. Things happen, okay? We had a client, this person was very hands-off. She was dependent on one particular coordinator that they were paying a ridiculous amount of money for, and then guess what? They can't afford paying them anymore. The coordinator's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They got to get rid of them, and now nobody knows. No one has EDC access. No one knows the protocol. Nobody knows what they're doing. All right, this is bad. You need backups in place. And the sad thing is, this person had a lot of staff. One of those people could have been a backup coordinator. Yes, it's a little more work initially, but it's not even more work on your part as the business owner. You can just simply delegate that to that individual. Say, hey, I want you to become a backup coordinator on this. Let me know by tomorrow what the progress is, right? If you need to micromanage. Sometimes I micromanage, sometimes I don't, depending on the situation. Typically I don't, but when I really need something done, I'm very persistent and I will micromanage. I'm like a man of two extremes. I'll either be very hands-off and just delegate and let people figure out and solve their own problems, or if I'm really adamant about something, I will micromanage the heck out of it, okay? So whatever your style is, be yourself. I'm not telling you to be somebody else, but always have a backup plan, okay? Don't rely on one coordinator. If you don't have additional staff member or you don't want to get an intern to come in, you be the backup coordinator. Okay, it's not that difficult to get EDC access, to get protocol training, to get IVRS access. Do these things when you don't need it, okay? Because if you wait until you need a backup, then you're going to be screwed because these things take time, right? Try getting IVRS access for a backup coordinator right now. You'll see how long it takes. It may take a month before the vendor gets around to giving you access, and then you have to do the training for it. Do it when you don't need it. Alright, just have a backup plan in place. Same thing with a PI, okay? Some of my sites are guilty of this because we partner with the PIs. We're actually business partners with them. But guess what? We don't have a backup plan necessarily, so we've got to go out and find new investigators, bring them on as sub-Is, give them some studies to be PIs, not necessarily so we make money on those studies, just so that those investigators stay with us so that they see that we're actually giving them real work and not just putting them as sub-Is on paper. And then eventually, if you need a PI or you need to expand into a different area in research, let's say your particular therapeutic indication dries up for a couple years, okay? You got another doctor that you can use as your PI. So people are dependent on way too many things. They don't have backup plans in place. I think this is ridiculous. I made this mistake initially, not making it again. Advising all my clients not to, even with business partners, okay? You may have found the best doctor with a huge database of patients and just networked up to his eyeballs with contacts and colleagues that you can use as sub-Is. Well, that doctor may turn out to be a total jerk, and then you don't have a backup in place, okay? So have a backup in place. When you set up this partnership with that doctor, tell him, hey, we're going to do this. Should our relationship ever be compromised to where we don't want to work with each other, I want you to know that I'm also setting up another LLC, and I'll be working with other physicians who are not in your network, contacts of my own, that I can start studies with, because this is America, we're allowed to do that, and I'm just being upfront with you. If they have a problem with you in regards to this, then they may not be the right partner for you. Or maybe you can find another workaround. Whatever the case may be. Also have a backup plan in place for study participants, alright? So are you depending on just one referral source for your patients for a study? Have backup plans in place. Hire someone who's a Google Ads expert. Hire someone who's a Facebook Ads expert. Hire someone who does radio, print, TV expert. I don't care what it is. Find somebody, have backups in place, test, don't rely on just one method, and then see what works, double down on what works, dismiss what doesn't for that study. You can re-explore it later. Never go without having a backup plan, right? Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thank you very much, Guru Nation. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.